What's up guys, I'm Coming, and today I'm here recapping Boston Tea Party versus Reddit Force. Now we have to take a moment and talk about who Reddit Force is and their significance with the United War Alliance, okay? Reddit Force is actually going to become the feeder clan for Boston Tea Party, Crystal Warrior, and Terps Win Big. They've had a nice run, but I believe all the members inside of that clan are going to be merged in with the three clans that I just mentioned. And that clan is then going to be used as a feeder program for our main clan family. So this is one of their last wars, I guess, before they dissolve, and we were able to defeat them 82-80, 92.67 to 89.37. So a handy victory in both departments. And the stats above my head, there's a couple stats I have to draw your attention to. First, the 11v11 and the 10v10. While it says we have actual hits, right, successful 3 stars, these were all against 0.5 bases. So at 10.5, we were able to 3-star with one of our 11s, and the 10v10s that you see there are actually against 9.5. So those were not legit 10v10s, those were 10v9.5s, but War Match identifies it that way. Also, if you look at the 9v9 hits, Boston Tea Party did a really great job clearing the 9s this war. We had, we're basically like 2 for 3 hits. And if you look at Reddit Force, 5 for 21, so very, very low 3-star rate on the side of Reddit Force there. But if you also look at the 11v10 success rate, we were perfect, 5 for 5 on those. And actually, all of our Town Hall 11 hits were 3-star hits. The 11v11 that you see above was the 11v10.5 that I was talking about. And I mean, you see, guys, how many dips Reddit Force had to use 10v9, 14 out of 15 hits. So they actually failed one, but yeah, 14 out of 15. They had to use 15 hits to clear the 9s. And that's really unfortunate. That really definitely put a damper on what they're able to do in the later stages of the war. I'm actually really surprised that it was this close, considering how many Town Hall 10 hits they lost to having to hit 9s. So anyways, let's go get right into this recap here. First, we have KS Jazz hitting number 14, and like while we watch this, we're gonna talk about sort of 0.5, and it's a topic that I like to talk about from time to time. But basically, this is gonna play. This is a very simple base to beat. It's something that you probably are going to see in a lot of like trophy bases. If you're trophy pushing, you probably see this kind of layout where it's like 4 corners like this, but in place of these archer towers, what you'll often see are 2 inferno towers. So once again, you've probably seen it before if you're a TH10 or TH9. But yeah, this is a very weak base for that reason, because all he's gonna do right here is bring in a king, a queen, and a golem and some bowlers, and just smash one of these corners. And now you have perfect pathing for a Lalo just to run rampant on the rest of this base. And you're gonna see exactly how that happens. The queen is actually gonna go back out and around and help clean some more trash. But let's talk a little bit more about 0.5, right? Jazz has a near max Town Hall 10 offense, right? And while this guy has upgraded his cannons, his archer towers, his air defenses, he's missing the infernos. He's missing the upgraded expos. He's missing the upgraded wizard towers. Those are extremely important defenses for defending against a proper Town Hall 10 offense. So at a certain point, this guy, I believe I think he has 40 heroes in this base. At a certain point, it's just not practical. It's not effective to continue to run 0.5. Guys, drop your infernos. Don't hold your infernos because you're trying to give your team some sort of advantage. You're likely not going to experience that advantage, on like a single like measurable instance. You're gonna see it sort of spread out through the whole map in some ways. Now, while we saw their advantage being stacked was in their 9.5s. Boston does not run 9.5s, right? We don't run any 0.5 villages whatsoever, and they had more than a few. And the reason that was able to work like that is because of something like this, right? Not having the weight of the Inferno Tower on this base helped to skew things a little bit. Also, at the very bottom, they had several low weight 9s. So, 0.5s are brand new, like early 9s that have like max walls and high level royals. And those simply aren't going to stand up in a high level war setting. So guys, if you're trying to like hold defenses. Like say your clan is struggling to like hold 3-star attacks on the first hit. Go ahead and drop your expos. You know, it's not a bad thing to defend well. All right, so next we're gonna look at Banicles hitting number 15. This is another example of a 10v9.5 attack that could not have worked had the guy had Inferno Towers, had he had upgraded, you know, these defenses. For example, the cannons and the Wizard Towers. This would not have worked, guys. It would not have worked. He could not have spammed this up like he does. You know, he just sets the easy funnel with bowlers and witches on either corner. He tosses a bunch of bowlers up the middle, and with a single golem, he's just gonna double jump this thing, rage, heal. You know, this is very, very, very simple to set up. Not much thought is required to do this, and that's the weakness of 9.5. You know, when you're defending a proper Town Hall 10 attack. So, you know, this is just gonna go on like this. So, yeah, I mean, we can even 2x it, because this is just very simple to watch. He's gonna drop the last heal spell there. Still has the king and queen ability in the bag. And this healthy group of troops down here are, you know, gonna be just trucking along. These up here have petered out, but he just got, look at the massive amount of bowlers he has in the core. If he had Infernos in this base, there's no way he would have that many troops at this stage of the attack. I mean, no way, Jose, this does not work so cleanly like this. You know, probably by the part of this attack right here, you're gonna be down, you know, to, you know, maybe a few bowlers, your king, some witches on the outside, and you know, usually when you do 10v10 bitch attacks, it comes down to it. It truly does. So anyways, good job, Banicles, pulling, you know, just cleaning that one up for us. That was actually a base that I hit just to scout up, and came pretty close to 3-starring it myself, actually. If I had the extra heal spell and 4 more Hog Riders, it definitely would have been a 3-star. So anyways, we had 2 more hits. Now we'll move into some true Town Hall 9 stuff. Q-Tech versus 19, and my boy Q-Tech just always does the prettiest stuff with his raids. If you were watching the stream, you may have seen this hit shown, but he's going to start at 12 o'clock with a nice little queen walk, and he's going to walk her towards 9 o'clock. And just watch how he's able to funnel this queen. You gotta watch this quake, guys. This is like the prettiest quake. Watch what he gets. He gets that corner tile. It's perfect. The queen is gonna step right in there in just a minute. You're gonna see it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But in the meantime, the queen does have to work through some structures and end up dealing with enemy king. No, she doesn't. Sorry. Anyways, here she goes, trucking along. Luckily, that king stepped back to go back to his platform, because I think that queen would have chased him. That could have potentially thrown the attack off. Meanwhile, he's lured the CC with a balloon, and the dragons are coming at her. So the dragon and minions are coming out here. So he just drops a poison. I mean, he's got 3-point defenses on her. He has to drop the rage. You know, that's all good. But he's dropping his king right now. You know, not to really take out anything important. It was just to set a funnel for the queen. So king is going to beat on the town hall, single baby dragon to get the camp and come in and get the mortar. And the baby dragon is actually going to come up here and hit this queen in just a minute. You're going to see how pretty that is. So the king sees the queen and he's like, no, not today. So the king goes in there. She gets swarmed by barbarians. The baby dragon over the top absolutely smokes her. So queen charge is looking really great. And in the meantime, he started his Lalo from the very top. But if you notice in his army camps, guys, he has no spells. So this is one of the scariest things for me to do, is to run a spellless Lalo. But he does it quite beautifully. I mean, he's got plenty of hounds, plenty of tanking. He's just slow rolling these loons in this backside. Some of the pathing gets a little bit funny, so he has to drop a few extra loons to accomplish his goals. But it's gonna end up being okay. He's got 2 hounds parked over this last air-to-air defense. 2 hounds, and simply not enough defenses to really harm what he's got left. It is gonna be about 30 more seconds on this. He's got 2 loons in the bag. I think he's gonna drop those for cleanup or swag. Can't remember. But anyway, let's go in 4x it. Good job to Q-Tech. Yep, swag 2 balloons. He's gonna use it to get the platform and take out the king. Nice job, bud. Love your hits always. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at No Surrender. This will be the last attack of this recap, hitting number 21. And No Surrender is bringing in the Queen Pop Lalo. Now, this is actually, what I would consider to be a meta base right now. This is a meta base, having all the ADs stacked on one side. This would be anti-Lalo, and but he's gonna lollo it anyway. So he's using a few loons to get in there, take a couple defenses, and get the CC lure. Very nice value there. Drops the king, the queen, and some wizards to help do that. He's gonna drop a poison spell to help deal with this baby dragon and all these troops. Nicely place that poison further back so the witch would definitely step into the poison and her skeletons would expire. So very, very good there. The king is gonna smack her once or twice, and that's gonna be the end of that witch and the CC. So he's gonna try here. He's gonna try to get this queen in to get this air defense. Let's see if he is successful. The king is gonna beat the wall. I believe he breaks it. Yes, he does break it. And now the king is under fire. But look, he started his lolly. He's got the rage spell down. He's gonna drop the double skelly spell, and watch what happens. The queen steps over the wall away from the skeleton spell. So a little bit of bad luck here, but the queen is still going to fall. The pups are enough to take down the queen, and that's GG. So meanwhile, he's still got 2 skeleton spell armies in the center of the base cleaning up for him. He didn't even need the skeleton spell to kill the queen. I mean, that was like, he basically swags 2 spells here. I mean, without the skeletons, the attack still would have gone the exact same way. He still would have tripled. But I mean, look, tons of loons left up. This hound is gonna park itself over the last 2 defenses. 2 air bombs are going to go off. Where's the second one? I think another one triggers right about here. Yep, 2 air bombs do go off and kill a couple of his loons. But guys, 1 minute left. All the defense is down. A wad of loons. An extra cleanup wizard. GG to no surrender. 4x. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this recap and learned a little bit about our family and what's happening with it and Reddit Force. Guys, also, if you were not in the stream, you did not hear that Jericho Rising will be reopening. Yes, you heard it. It has happened. Jericho Rising will be reopening for Town Hall 9's 15-15 heroes and up. The way the clan will work is all you have to do is go request to join the clan right now. You don't have to apply on Discord or anything. As long as you meet the hero requirement and your base looks satisfactory to the people that are leading the clan right now, you'll be granted a 2-week trial. At the end of 2 weeks, the clan will be emptied, and if you made the cut, you'll be asked to join either Reddit Force or Shiny Gemworlds, the 2 feeder clans for Boston Tea Party, Crystal Warrior, and Terp Swim Big. So yeah, this is your shot. If you have lower heroes and you show really good promise, this is your shot to join our clan family and eventually join the ranks of BTP. Take care. See you later.